Right now, you've re-signed 7 players from last season's squad, which is obviously important, but now you've got your first new face in. How pleased are you to bring in Sam Deering?
Yeah, very pleased. There's a couple of clubs after him, and we've managed to get it done and sorted in plenty of time for him to come back for training next week.
Yeah, how would you describe him?
He's a game lad. He's not the biggest, but he's game. He's a forward-thinking player. He enjoys getting in the box. He makes things happen. He's always been a bit of a fan's favourite wherever he's been. I think he's the type that the fans will like here as well.
Yeah, he reminds me a bit of McGlashan, the fact that he always seems to do well against Cheltenham, didn't he? He always caught the eye. In 3 games last season he did well.
Absolutely, and even when he was at Oxford, when we were at Kidderminster, he used to cause a few problems. So he's, as I say, we are very pleased to get him done.
Yeah, and a good sign that you're fighting off competition from other clubs in this league to sign players like that. Absolutely,
yeah. I mean, we know there's sort of bigger clubs and more spending power from clubs in our league, but sometimes that's never going to change. But we don't moan at that. We just get on with it and try and do the best job we can. And I think we've signed a player who'll definitely be a good asset to the club.
Yeah, and 21 as well, so plenty of time to develop, and another one of those ones that
he's the right age. He's the right age. He's the right type, and he'll fit in well with the rest of the squad.
In terms of role within the team, obviously depend on what system you're going with, but can he play in a number of different places?
Absolutely, yeah. I think he's very comfortable in central midfield in a 2 or 3, but he can also go out wide or play off a front man. He's one of the sort of modern day players, I think, where you sometimes find it difficult to pinpoint one position to him. He's as I say, he's a forward-thinking player who can make things happen high up the pitch.
Yeah, and Spain has shown you don't have to be tall to be good at football.
Absolutely, yeah, he'd probably fit well in Spain's team. Yeah.
So you've got a week exactly till pre-season training starts. Expect it to be a busy week for yourself and Mark?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. I think maybe early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, will be perhaps moving things forward and get closer to maybe announcing any potential new signings.
Yeah. Was it tricky to know exactly when to start, because you obviously need to give the players a decent break after the playoffs, but some teams have obviously already started? But do you think it makes it more beneficial to give them another week's rest?
Yeah, we tend to work backwards from the start of the season and work back so many weeks, and with the season starting later than it normally does, it suited us with us finishing late last year. So it's vital that the lads get a good rest, which they've had. They've had the programme. I've spoke to every one of them over the last few days, and they've all said they've started the programme. But it's a different game now to when I was playing. You used to be able to come back overweight, but they're not like that now. The young lads, they take pride in keeping fit and being athletes, and it's our job when they return to keep toned up, but it's our job to get every last bit of fitness out of them that we can.
Yeah, none of them are going to come back looking like Boca then this year.
Like Boca or Neil Howarth when he used to come back. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got a couple of weeks before the first friendly, so is it going to be mainly ball work? Are you planning rather than just endless running? Is that what you think?
Again, yeah. I mean, I look back to when I was doing pre-seasons at Burnley many years ago, and it was just literally road running, and you weren't allowed water and all that kind of thing. And it seems madness now looking back. You can still run them with a football. It's still hard work, but they'll definitely have the footballs out on the first day.
Yeah, and do you think a slightly bigger squad is going to be key? Just because a lot of players played nearly 50 games last year, and obviously they love that, but a chance to give 1 or 2 a rest every now and then, could that be it?
We made a conscious decision this time last year to, with the backing of the board, we were able to make the squad bigger than it was the previous year, which I think helps. Sometimes you have to be very careful about picking injuries up in training, and we were able to just push them that a little bit further because we had more bodies. So I think we got the balance right last season, and I think we'll be looking to sort of have a similar size squad as last year.
Yeah.